Yo, what up, Dope Testimony TV? It's your big brother, the real Bob JR. And I had to tap in with y'all today because I don't know if y'all noticed, but something big is finna go down, y'all. And it's gonna change up everything. I believe the market is gonna be crashing soon. At least I say it's gonna start the end of this year, going into 2027. We about to see a big correction in the market. And it's due. We due for it. Market should have been crashed. It should have crashed during Biden's administration, but that's a whole nother conversation. I'm not here to get into politics. All I know is the guy we got in there right now, it look like he gonna let it happen. And from what I know about him, he understands the market. He understands how this stuff works. He's a businessman. I remember I was with some guys, this was years ago, and we made this call back then. We said if the market's gonna crash, it'll crash under a certain person because he know that's we I don't want to talk about that. But all I'm saying, y'all, is I mean, just from seeing on Twitter and everything, and there's a lot going on in Japan, bro. Like, it was something like $750 billion that was wiped away from their market this morning. Yeah. There's going to be ripple effects from that. You know what I'm saying? And what else? What else happened? You know, you got the Clarity Act that's supposed to be getting passed, but it keeps getting delayed. If anything, to me, it looks like they're going to delay it as long as they can until majority of retail gets shaken out of the market. Then they'll pass it. But until then, they're going to keep playing their little games that they play. I hope y'all, you know, been paying attention, investing in, or at least trying to hedge your money in the right places, and you know, just trying to set yourself up to be okay, because man, something big is going down, y'all. My discernment is telling me everything. So I done got rid of a lot of things, you know, trying to put myself in a situation to where if I gotta sit still for a minute, hey, I'm gonna sit still. You know, stack my bread. I don't even know if saving money can, you know, change anything. Because look, let's say the value of the dollar goes away, which our spending power is less and less every year. That's the reason why everything is so sky high, because we're getting killed with inflation. So if we continue to go like this, say your dollar ain't gonna be worth much anyway. And then what if we end up like Zimbabwe, somewhere where the dollar is worth nothing? You know what I'm saying? Not saying that that's what's going to happen, but it could, or something like that can happen. So is saving money the solution? I don't know. But what I do believe in is certain crypto assets. I do believe that we're going into digital currencies. You know, we have a president that supports crypto, and he's putting things in place to where they will acknowledge crypto, use crypto. You know, he supports Bitcoin. I mean, the man had his own coin. They had a Trump coin. You get what I'm saying? And you know, there's stipulations that came out about that. I'm not gonna get into that, but all I'm saying is we have a president that's setting the things in place for us to be a crypto country. Now, the administration before him, they were against crypto. Like, let's be real. Like, I've been in crypto for a while now, and I would send crypto to some of my banks, and one of my banks straight told me like they had a problem with it. Like, they like froze my account, and I was like, I went down there to them, and I was like, what's up? What's going on? Why y'all freezing my account? And they was like, oh, do you use crypto? I'm like, yeah. And they were like, oh, we don't deal with crypto. I said, well, sure, I don't need to bank with y'all. And did the bank account right there, like, and it was, I'll drop the name. It was the First Citizens. I believe it's First Citizens Business Bank, something like that. But yeah, they didn't like crypto, so I had to cancel my account with them because I'm like, I don't want to be with nobody that don't rock with crypto, because that to me tells me that you are you feel me? So anyway, I'm saying all that to say it because of the things that Trump is doing, where now you got banks saying that they're going to accept crypto and they're going to have stable coins and all that. So they call it the global reset. And when this reset happened, they're saying that we're going to be using digital currencies. So you got a stock market crash coming. They're trying to get this Clarity Act bill passed. We have a crypto president. Banks are taking stable coins. More and more institutions are accepting Bitcoin. I believe they put Bitcoin and Ethereum in the 401ks. Like, they're not doing these for no reason. They're not doing this for no reason. You feel me? So, I don't know. But my belief is that crypto is going to be the future. Digital currencies. I really don't want to get into all the shilling of the coin or pumping coins and doing that. Y'all know what I'm invested in. Y'all know I love, Hex, Post-Chain. Of course, I like Ethereum. Of course, I got to have, some Bitcoin. I don't own a whole Bitcoin, but I have pieces of a Bitcoin, And yeah, like, I DCA, dollar cost average in on certain investments. So to me, that looks like the safe space. That's where I feel comfortable putting a lot of my money in. So just in case something was to, we wake up tomorrow and everything, we have a blackout and everything switches over. If it switches over to the blockchain, I'm already invested. I'm already there. So I'm not late to the party. And I'm talking about this on this video, which I don't talk about this on a lot of my videos, but I've been speaking about this for years, at least since 2020, to try to inform the people. Like, if you watching me, you paying attention to me, then hey, you gonna see, like, I'm trying to put you on game so you can put yourself in position. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, I've been talking about this, and now we have gotten to this point where it's looking like at any day we could be using a totally different system. They're gonna be breaking news. Hey, banks are no use no more, or I don't know how it'll go, but they're like, we're using crypto now. So yeah, get you stable coins and get with your people or your bank that takes stable coins and sign up. I'm already in. I'm already knowing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, man, just if you're not on Twitter, if you're not on X, I keep calling it Twitter, but if you're not on X, get on X. I can't even say watch the news, because the news don't really by the time it come on the news, it's already in play. It's already happening. That's how the news is. But if you jump on X, man, and just get on there, or you can follow me. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I'll talk about this stuff more and try to put you down on it. But yeah, if you just tap into X and what's going on, you'll see that they talk a lot about this stuff, and they tell you about, they more detailed on things that's going on, with the information that they give. I need to dive in more, or if y'all want to hear more about this and more details from me, then I'll do my research to give you the facts and give you the headlines and everything that's going on. Right now, I'm just talking to you like brother to brother, like putting you on game, putting the bug in your ear so you can start doing the research. And then any other questions, drop a comment or DM me on the other socials at The Real Bob JR, or Dope Testimony TV. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, man. I appreciate Hex because Hex is a CD that runs on a blockchain. If you know what a CD is, a certificate of deposit that runs on a blockchain. So it's more buy and hold and not trade like a lot of the other cryptos or pretty much all the other cryptos. You know what I'm saying? You just buy and hold and stack them up, let it run. So while that was doing that, I had time to build Dope Testimony TV. Yeah. So big ish going down, man. And then don't let me talk about AMC, you know, the year that they having and that whole debacle with Citadel and the shorts, the hedges trying to short AMC, the bankruptcy, GameStop and the bankruptcy, and they getting caught up over there because they manipulating the stock market. It's all getting exposed. So when these markets start crashing, there's gonna be margin calls. We gonna see some crazy stuff, like what happened back in 2008. And that was a real estate crash. But this is going to be way worse. So just want to put that bug in y'all ear real quick. And like I said, man, if you want me to drop more details, hey, leave a comment and let me know. All right. So, hey, man, get your bread, man, and get on it. All right. Dope. Let's get it.